Just realized I was on mute all this time. Okay, so sorry about that. It's now 2 minutes past 8 on Friday, the 23rd of May. Looking at the EURUSD on the 1 minute time frame, following the indicators and strategy. This is a buy zone. This is a sell zone up here that I've marked out. I'll quickly go on the 5 minute time frame too. And these are support and resistance lines that I drew out for myself. Places where price might bounce or break. So there are areas of interest to look at if you're in a trade or if you're coming up to a trade, to know that things could bounce or break off these lines. So I just wanted to draw your attention to something that's happened for my trading personally, and that is the fact that I am, where are we? This is the results for May so far, and I've already achieved my 10%. So all the results are going to go down here now as if I were on demo. That's my personal thing. Right, okay, so we might have a buy coming up. So make sure you've got your risk to reward in purple, your lot calc in purple, your all important 1% risk on your trade assistant. I'm going to I want to be a minimum of 2.2 pips away. Just in case we get that buy alert. And the wave has just turned. So that's where I want my, right. So Paramount has flipped down. We're waiting for a buy alert now. If we get above that high there, that'll be really quite cool. But I can't do nothing until I get the buy alert, if one happens. So we'll just have to wait and see. In actual fact, that journal I showed you is open to all the Academy 55 premium members. But I'm waiting for this buy alert now, which could, there we go. Are we going to get above that area? Just being a bit more patient with it. Give that trend line a chance to go green, which you could do at any time. I'm going to give it another pip, I think. Just to make absolutely sure, a bit more of a confirmation that we are indeed going for a buy. Right, I'm in. I'm in for a buy now. A 5.5 pip stop loss. And if it comes down and takes me out, so be it. 1% loss is nothing. So this is where I am at 5.5, but that takes me into the sell zone, which is 2%, which would be there. So, and also it's equal distance with this area here. But as we climb higher, imbalances on candles are exposed. So we have to hope there's enough room, enough volume to get our trade before they wish to come down and fill out these imbalances. They may do it as they go, or they may go up here and then do it. We don't know. But here's the sell zone. And we got that because we know we were in the buy zone. So taking the next buy. So we are following the Academy 55 rules. Doesn't look right to me. Hang on, let's see where we are. Oh, there we go. I was indeed up there. $5.5 isn't 100% accurate. Drag that down a little. That's more like it, I think. So that's where we are at the minute, literally. But like I said, if it does come down and take us out, it's really not a big deal because we can trade one more time today. But again, I will, from a personal trading point of view, on the live trades, I've achieved my 10% target. And you can get this in the back of the Academy 55 back office. The idea is for people to not only look at that, but also download it and make it their own. Delete all my information, my data, and put your own in and make your own journal, which is a very good thing to do. Every trader should be making their own journal, where and write down how you felt about that trade in comments, and so you can go back and then you can pick up your mistakes and try and not make those mistakes again. That's the whole point. But now we're, like I say, we've reactivated off that buy. But we know we're going to be in sell territory once we get there. But we got a little bit of imbalance here. So price might get up to these areas here. And indeed, it might. This is an important area. It might get up to these areas here. But I'm treating the trade. I'm on demo now because I've reached my 10% target. But I'm treating the trade as if it were a real trade, of course. I don't switch track just because I've done my 10% target. Be a bit disingenuous of me to do so. So this is where we are at the moment. And cautious traders could put their, once we get in the sell zone, they might be a bit more nervy and put their stop loss to their entry, but there's not really enough wriggle room for that to do so. And like I say, trading is all about facing loss as well. I mean, if we do have a 1% loss, it really is no big deal. As per the strategy, you can actually trade one more time today. So pick a good time when you've got good probabilities. Let's just see where we are on the even bigger picture in the 15-minute. As you can see, we are below that support and resistance line, which is quite good. And there's plenty of scope as of yesterday to go higher again up to these levels up here. Do they intend? Hopefully they'll intend to do that while we are. Sorry, I'm just messing around. Not messing around, but uh, let's go back on the 1 minute where we're supposed to be. Now we're in the sell zone now. So cautious people may wish to put their stop loss to their entry. So you've got a risk-free trade just in case price needs to come around. But like I said, there's not much wriggle room there. So price could indeed come down and hit the stop loss and then go back up again. We've seen that many, many times. And it's only a 1% loss, which is not a big deal. So let's just plot on. So what I'll do now is I will go on silent just for a little while and, until there's something else to say. Right, as you can see, we are equidistant to the highest point we've been for a while. So again, I wouldn't blame anybody if they put their stop loss to their entry for a risk-free trade for the rest of it, because you are now in sell zone territory. I think I'll have to adjust that a bit. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, so we're coming up to the support and resistance line now. So I'm going to be putting my stop loss on my entry, because not only are we in sell zone territory, we are also on that support and resistance line that we drew up earlier on, where things might bounce or break. And if it bounces, it could very well come down again and go for another sell. But I'm protecting my equity. Shame really we can't have a bit more of a push. That may happen because we are over the high zone here, this area here. So we've gone over that now, but we're all also at that support and resistance line. I do hope there is a bit more volume to get a little bit higher, just a little bit higher to get our 2%. But at the same time, I've protected my equity and I'm now running a risk-free trade. And this is what it looks like on TradingView. As you can see, we are bouncing along this support and resistance line. If I put it on the higher time frame, even on the 15-minute, quickly I could put it on the hourly and turn it over to, can we do that? Put it on the line chart. Yeah, this area here, see, we've got it just there and just there. It's been resistance and there. So this is obviously a very important area for price to be. Go back down to the minute. So that's why it was put there. And now we're bouncing along this line. Hopefully we'll gather enough momentum and volume to break that line. But just in case it doesn't, I've put my stop loss to my entry. So I have a risk-free trade for the rest of it. I mean, we're a matter of what, 3 pips away from getting our 2%. And we might find the price will consolidate along here for a while, or I don't know. I don't know. But if there is a longer term view to put the dollar weakening, which strengthens the euro, if that's going to be happening the rest of the London opening, then we will find the euro going higher. But if they find there is a bit more of a strength in the dollar coming back, then obviously the euro will fall. But usually this time of day is when they make their mind up where to. Sometimes they trend at this starting to trend at this time of day. But we got to break this area here where, again, we got to break this area here where the support and resistance is. And so we got enough volume to do that. But if not, just in case, I have my finger on the close all button. There we go. And there's another 2%, which is great to see. It was actually down a little bit. This is 100% accurate, so that's fine. So what I can do now is I can, what can I do? There we go. I will copy the link and I'll go back to my journal. And I didn't trade yesterday because of red flag news. And I already done my target. No good training you guys in red flag news territory. So I paste my trade there. Oh, sorry, no, I don't. I don't actually. No, sorry. Delete row. yeah, what I do is, because they are my active trades, and down here is where after I reach my target, I do everything on demo. So I paste it in there. The pair was the EUR USD. Time was 8 to 9. The date is the 23rd of 05. Yeah, 25. There we go, 20. And it was a buy. The result 1, and I won 2%. So here, as you can see, I've already achieved my 10%. So all my trades after that for the month, I put down here, and here, down here, you can see that I have a 62% win rate. I've achieved my 10%. But in actual fact now, with the demo traded added, I have achieved 12.1%, and I've got a 64% win rate from live trades and demo trades. So I'm fairly happy with that. And like I say, all Accounting 55 members can get that. Oh, look, it broke it handsomely. So all that remains for me to say now is thank you very much for being along on today, and we'll see you all next week. Have yourselves a great day and a really nice weekend. Of course, it's bank holiday weekend as well, so have yourself a nice weekend. And what I'll do is I will just throw open the chat just very, very quickly at the end, just in case anybody's got any text messages. They can put it in chat if they have a question, anything they've want to say. I'll give you a quick minute. Anne says, nice one. Thanks, David. Well done, Anne. I'll open it up for another minute. But all I really got to say now is if you have traded this, all trades are for educational purposes only. Just remind you of that. You don't have to follow me at all, but I know some people do. But it's all educational as far as I'm concerned. I'm not asking you to follow me. And so if you did take that trade, you're done for the day. A nice 2%. And it looks like that is it. So thanks very much for your time today. Like I say, have yourselves a great weekend, and we'll speak to you next week. Cheers for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.